W's and L's, the weekly recap show. We give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. Since y'all already want to talk about the verses, let's just get into the verses, right? Cash Money won by landslide. It wasn't even close. No, I'm just playing. Cash Money won. Cash Money definitely won, and we told y'all they would win. That's just facts. However, there were a lot of rounds that were ties. If I'll be honest, there's a lot more rounds at least that I came out with like, okay, that's a tie, than I thought going into the preview that we did. I did not think about the fact that you ain't gotta say too much
from the look in your eyes. I can tell you wanna fun.
I knew.
You.
I knew it was a No Limit song. I just didn't think about that, and so. That was a round that, like, that was a tie round. I want to give a dub to Master P's knees because he was running in place the entire time, and as a 60-year-old, I know that was crazy for him. I know he had to ice those knees afterwards. They got Juvie on an oxygen tank. He's still out of breath for carrying. That's what I'm
carrying shit.
We giving Mia X. A lot of people are giving Mia X a lot of props, and
she was carrying shit for no limit.
She deserved it because she killed it. But Juvenile killed it just as equally. Juvenile killed it. BG killed it.
Shout out to Juve. A
few No Limit people that killed it. I'll tell you who didn't kill it for me. Who killed the vibe low key for me was Silk the Shocker. And not because he performed bad and his songs weren't good. Like I fucked with we said in the preview, it ain't my fault. Did I do that? Yeah, that's the song, but. My problem with Silk the Shocker's performance is that he's doing it over already offbeat vocals, right? So you're offbeat performing it, and your vocals behind you are also offbeat, and they're not synced up. It just sounds like mess. It sounds like a bunch of mess. I'm going to be honest with you.
Facts.
Right? We knew Silk the Shocker was offbeat before this, but I didn't know that I could hear him basically talking to himself in an offbeat conversation with himself over the beat. Crazy. Insane. Nah, man. Cash Money came with hit after hit after hit. Didn't even go that deep into the Wayne side of things because obviously Wayne wasn't there, right? So I mean, the only real thing that they pulled from Wayne's side of thing was a Millie at the very end.
Bling Bling is basically a Wayne song, bro.
Even if I give you that,
it just is.
Okay, one thing I wanted to say. Y'all let me get out of here on the preview without talking about number one stunner because I completely forgot.
I'm talking number one stunner. I like I said, I wouldn't have played that. If Wayne's not here, I'm not playing it.
That song go hard, but y'all let me forget the fact that Birdman said on that song, I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy. He says that in the song. I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat. Bro, that's... my point exactly. Y'all let me get away without not mentioning that in the preview.
Hey, yo.
And then calling MacGyver a bitch. That's always funny, too. What is it? James Bond, Jackie Chan, and that bitch MacGyver? Hilarious every time.
Yeah, back to the Birdman bar. What in the fuck?
You didn't know he said that?
Hell no.
Yes. It's like a part where they drop the beat, and he says,
whoa.
Yeah. Josh, you sound like academics with this BS. No, I don't. Nobody's saying that No Limit didn't do good, right? And we didn't say that in the preview either. But I guess it comes down to this. This battle is the Unks versus the Big Bros, right? And the Unks all think No Limit won, and Big Bro thinks that Cash Money won because they're different times, right? No Limit, mid-90s, right? Cash Money a few years later.
Here's the difference. Outside of their OGs, and let's name the OGs, Master P and Birdman, right? Mm-hmm. Outside of their OGs, Cash Money's number one guy was there and was able to hold it. Is Silk the Shocker the number one guy on No Limit underneath Master P?
No.
So like, if Mia X and Silk the Shocker have to compete versus Juvenile, I'm picking Juvenile every time. There's just not. It is what it is. If that individual had been mystical, like we said in the lead up, maybe that would have been a little bit different. If we'd have got danger, but they telling me that was after No Limit, right? Okay,
yeah, no. If mystical would have been in that,
a Millie is Young Money, so scratch all that.
Yeah, I'll scratch out
Yeah, Amelia is Young Money.
There's
so
Lil
it's
Wayne
fine.
songs that they could have played that have nothing to do with the Young Money part of it. Like they definitely could have played Go DJ.
They could have.
They could have played Fireman. I would let them get anything Lil Wayne up to Stunt with My Daddy. Stunt Like My Daddy. That's the last song you can get off with Wayne. Everything else is Young Money shit.
But I mean, as it stood, I felt like Silk and Mia had to do a lot of the heavy lifting, which I mean that's what you would expect in that. Cash Money was able to spread it around a little bit, a little bit better.
But and then not for nothing, No Limit definitely has some songs that they didn't play, and so did Cash Money, right? I was talking to MoFly in the DMs. A Kick Dough would have went off with UGK and C Murder. That would have went off. Fucking Cash Money didn't play You Understand. They didn't play High. They didn't
Shit, Bow Wow's on stage. He ain't do ICDC College. What type of shit is that?
Romeo.
Yeah, Romeo. My bad. Other one. The other one.
Yeah, Romeo not doing ICD College was a failed moment. Was a missed moment for sure.
Missed opportunity.
Yep.
Shut the shit down.
But he did
so
perform.
ICDC. He was performing with Silk.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, he did perform somebody else's shit. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway. But yeah, no, Juvenile didn't perform like 3 or 4 songs. He didn't do I Want It In My Life.
Oh yeah, I need it in my life.
Come put it in
My life. Hey.
And I'ma keep it in my life. He didn't do that. He didn't do You Understand. He didn't do High. He didn't do I Got That Fire. There's a whole bunch of shit like Juvenile himself didn't do. We didn't get Wayne, and they still won the verses. So like
he do Woody? Woody. I'll
bring it back to the bottom off
and this
one. Yeah, he did do Set It Off. He did Set It Off.
Okay.
BG did Cash Money as an army, but he had a navy. He did that. Yeah, I mean they got off some hits. They obviously did Still Fly. Get your motherfucking roll on.
Everybody roll
on. What? Yeah, man. As I would say, No Limit did better than I expected, and they looked very cohesive, put together. Whereas Birdman is cussing out Turk during his speech at the end.
Bitch ass Turk, we still got time to fuck with you.
And I'll give y'all even this, right? If you ask me who I prefer, like just outside of a versus, I prefer No Limit. Because the story of No Limit, Master P hustling, getting it out the mud versus Cash Money, who's very Universal gave us money and we made an empire out of the money we were given by the label. I would prefer No Limit outside of a versus, but we talking about a versus where it's hits. It's hits. Play the hits. And unfortunately, a lot of the No Limit songs are, in some cases, regional, some album cuts, and they're not hits the way that Cash Money was able to go up on stage and play hit after hit after hit after hit. So that's, I mean, they won. They won, but to be expected. I'm just saying.
Commercial hits versus regional stars.
Who had the better stud energy, Manny Fresh or Mia X? That's a crazy question. That is insane. I'm going to give a dub to Cam Newton
for smacking the fuck out of the Mascot.
For making me laugh way too much. Look, man, Cam Newton, you're on First Take, right? So I'll be honest with you. You should be displaying a level of professionalism in the moment, right? You shouldn't let things get you out of character, right? But I'm glad that you didn't, because that shit made me laugh so hard at how seriously you went in a fight against a mascot whose whole purpose is to make us laugh and entertain us, right? And I can't tell who the mascot in that situation is, if I'm being honest with you.
You said it was their mascot versus ESPN's mascot, huh?
You know what I mean? Like, fam, he has a hat on, he has a helmet, and you have a hat on. It's the same shit. But that shit made me laugh. You really went and the mascot squared up with.
Now the meme that's coming out of that with Cam Newton in the meanest smack stance.
Yes.
I mean, my nigga in his full blown stride step with the hand cocked. Like, man,
I get it.
You gonna die if he connect on that shit. You're gonna die.
Like, I get it. You know what I mean? The hat probably is expensive. You know what I'm saying? And the mascot play too much, but that's what a mascot does. The mascot play too much. So as Cam Newton, you should realize, hey, I'm on this
now,
show.
what would
Cameras
you have
everywhere.
been if you Will Smith, Chris Rock that nigga, and he actually went to sleep, like wasn't moving right there on the camera?
Yo, that would have been crazy.
Oh my God.
That
Cam
would've
Newton
been
let go
crazy.
from ESPN for assaulting a mascot. Can you imagine getting that headline?
No.
All right, don't play too much now.
I'm just saying, Cam Newton, thank you for the laughs, because that shit had me rolling when I saw that shit. And you pretty much made Alabama A&M's year. Right?
For sure.
What the hell was Alabama A&M doing, or
Not
at
much.
least the mascot doing before that little bump in publicity?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? So that was dope. That was funny. The DoorDash girl who is going.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Oh, well,
Nope,
then
go.
That's
Go.
not the big thing though. The DoorDash girl, who decided to go public with, first of all, her being SA'd, quote unquote. She decided to make a couple of videos on TikTok of her being SA'd and whatnot. Then also her subsequent video of TikTok deplatforming her and DoorDash essentially firing her.
That's fucked up. Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while DoorDashing. They just fired me! And the police are doing nothing! I lost my job! And that was my only way to make money to pay my bills! 3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer, and then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So, hey guys, it's been a minute, a whole 24 hours, I know. But I have an update as of October 16th, 2025. But first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the overwhelming support and allyship that you've shown me. It's really making me feel so validated and seen and heard, and that's really helping me through this tough time. So I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate the outpouring of support. So the update is, last night I was made aware, a bunch of people started commenting on my pages that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, But what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did. Because I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements, and they sent me the deactivation email around the same time they released the public statements, like literally within the same hour. So they sent me my deactivation email explaining my reason for being deactivated a whole 24 hours after they deactivated me, and a whole 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal, and about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal. They finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me. So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together. That's the update.
When I first seen that like she had got fired, she posted the video of dude. I call bullshit. Let's run through the proposed scenario.
Okay.
I'm ordering DoorDash. It's going to be like a 30, 40-minute wait.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chilling on the couch. I leave the door open just so that I can see my food is here when they get here. But while I'm waiting, I'm just going to pass some time rubbing one out. Okay. Do I do that with the fucking door open?
No.
I probably don't do that with the door open.
Likely drunk or high.
Right. And so drunk and high, pass out with your willy in the hand, not unheard of. Drunk and high, pass out with your willy in the hand and the door wide open. It, kind of feels horseshitty. Enough to the point where if that was somebody that I care about, I would probably assume that the nigga was bullshitting. Sure. Now, all of that being said, because I can give you all that benefit of the doubt, why did you need to post the video of him naked?
That's where I was going to go.
Why did you need to post that?
You essentially doxed the fuck out
of him.
Do
you understand what kind of position you were in for like a lawsuit had you never done anything to violate their guidelines?
Facts.
If they would have fired you and held you back from your money, which they later did give her access back to her money, but if they would have fired you, took away access to your money, and you hadn't violated any of the guidelines, you'd have a lawsuit on your hand.
Yeah.
But you was too thirsty. You was too plugged into this shit.
Too thirsty for TikTok.
Yeah, too much for the fame. Because she was also mad at TikTok for banning her. You have a naked person who hasn't been charged of a crime or any wrongdoing on your account. Why wouldn't you get deactivated?
And you effectively doxed him.
Just not the way to handle it, especially because the situation is a little dubious. We don't know for real.
Yeah, we don't know what the fuck was going on with him.
This is all based on the fact that you said he's set up indecently on purpose.
Yeah.
Now we have to look into his intent, which is crazy. I mean, not crazy, but it's not a guaranteed thing.
Yeah.
So then, like I said, come to find out that DoorDash actually gave her access back to her stuff. She posted more videos about not being told about her appeal and stuff. And it all felt very attention-y. Like, I'm a victim. Well, I was assaulted.
Literally the way she was yelling throughout the entire thing. Yeah.
I'm a victim. You're a victim. No, I mean, I don't like it. Again, I have a daughter. And if my daughter was out door dashing and she called me and said the man was sitting there with his pants down around his ankles, passed out. Yeah, no, I'm mad. I wouldn't then instruct her to then post the man's business all over the internet, exposing herself to some sort of punishment.
Facts. Or more sexual harassment, potentially.
And if we were planning on, taking some sort of action versus the employer, then yeah, we're going to inquire and send our complaints, but we're not going to fight with them publicly. Like, I'm not going to give them the sphere. I'm not going to concede the ground. Yeah. I felt like it could have been wrong, could have been a fucked up situation, but the way that she handled it made her seem very, very Karen-ish, which then people stop believing you at that point.
Facts.
Now it really looks like you just doxed the guy and he was passed out.
Especially when you're in front of millions of people on TikTok. Like, some of those people are going to start getting skeptical.
I just feel like it didn't go down the way that she maybe thought it was going to go down.
She did herself a disservice.
For sure.
Yeah, no, that whole situation is crazy. If anything crazy happens to me, I'm not going into the situation, I'm a victim.
I'm going to take action. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim.
And I guess that's a result of her being a white woman who victimizes her white womanhood.
That's what I boiled it down to mostly.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's
it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Godless in effect. So Gary Payton is had some footage from last season resurface on him that's very poor timing.
Gary Payton is gambling. The Warriors are up now by 13 points. All is good, but what's with the little schoolgirl chatter going on right here? Why on earth would we be covering the mouth up 12 with 5 seconds? Oh, because the spread was 11.5. Look at this. He even says they might have to shoot again. Oh my God. And there's only one reason, Steph Curry, you cover your face up 12, because you're gambling, okay? So here we go. Second free throw, going to put him up 14 points, and all we have to pray for is no threes. No threes, and they cover. All right, so now the Wizards covered. The plus 11.5. Let's look in on Gary. Bro, your team just won by 11. And you're freaking out.
So there was a game versus Toronto, I believe it was. The spread was like 11.5. He's sitting on the bench. Backups are in. He's watching very intently. And because he has a towel over his mouth, we're not supposed to know what it is he's concerned about. But he's looking up at the Jumbotron, then looking at the game. Then looking at the Jumbotron, looking at the game. He's asking Steph, hey, what's the spread? And they going back and forth talking through the towels like nobody knows what the fuck they're giggling about. All of a sudden, Toronto, last second shot, they end up, the game is 11. The spread was 11.5. So blowing anybody's prop bet who bet the over, Gary Payton all distraught like they didn't just win by 11 points. Fam, all of you niggas are getting investigated.
For sure.
All of you niggas are getting investigated. And this is such perfect timing for them because we don't have to keep talking about the Epstein files in the 218th vote in Congress that would allow those files to be released, and why we are allowing the government to be shut down and Congress to be out of session, so none of those things have to happen. But yeah, that's where we're at with the Gary Payton thing and the gambling shit with the NBA. I think we found out this week that the Terry Rozier story and Big Shot were a little bit disconnected.
Chauncey Billups.
You know, there were two different things. Big Shot.
For people who don't know who Big Shot is,
if you don't know, you better find out.
Most of y'all in the chat probably do, but you never know how big this video can get.
We understand now that those are two separate instances, right? But of the same milk. So with Terry Rozier, he's shaving points. He's sitting out. He's giving inside information to prop bettors. Same thing with Damon Jones. And then Damon Jones is the only link between those two, because Damon Jones is not only shaving and giving information, but he going on over there to Chauncey Billups' illegal gambling game for the 5 illegal crime families of the mafia.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? And then the nigga got the nerve to walk out of court in a Clutch Sports hoodie. Hey, yo, I don't know if that was a shot. It seems like a shot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't take it as anything else other than a shot. Like, hey niggas, y'all better help me out in the media, or I'm singing like a canary, or I'm singing Birds Isley. You hear what I'm saying?
Facts.
Damon Jones was already over there. How do you think Damon Jones was getting all the information? Now, Damon Jones been in the league a long time, but there's one particular best friend of Damon Jones, or maybe not best friend, but very close friend of Damon Jones, who gets referenced all the time. And if we was betting on the health of players, I'll be betting on the health of some pretty big name players, and I want to have a direct line to them to figure out whether or not they were playing. Maybe multiple frequently injured players, say, I don't know, an Anthony Davis type, and maybe another similar player who's playing with Anthony Davis. Could be anybody, though.
I started thinking that whole load management crisis that they had going on in the NBA kind of led to this. Kawhi probably getting paid
out the ass. That boy getting buku cash off the prop bets.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm not playing tonight. No, we already knew, Kawhi. You didn't have to call us. We know.
Bro had a season-long bet Clippers are gonna be trash.
I better only play 40 games.
That nigga Cash Patel was happy to announce this investigation.
Happy as shit. He was so geeked. So geeked. Now, here's the... Now, I'm glad you actually brought that up. Because there's a scenario where all of this amounts to absolutely nothing. This is the same FBI. Now, they've been doing this operation for about 4 years now. Decided to bring it forth now. I'll leave you to your imagination as to why. But the person heading this investigation and who is tasked with bringing it to convictions is Cash Patel. Okay?
Which is crazy.
Same guy with the assemble, unassemble, reassemble story, the 3 different outfit stories, the no answer on the patsies in the crowd for the Trump shooter. We have no answers as to why the seemingly delayed individual who shot at Trump was able to get into position so easily.
The Epstein list.
The Epstein, like the list goes on and on and on and on of flawed investigations. So,
but this one he got right.
Maybe it doesn't sound like it started out as his investigation.
That makes sense.
So, that there's kind of like a split hair about that. Now it's just in terms of how you steward it forward. How do you convict? Do you trust Cash Patel? Well,
No.
I guess we'll see.
No.
I guess we'll see.
Fuck no.
Sticking with some NBA news, or NBA related news, I should say. Stephen A. Smith had the unmitigated goal to come out this week and say that he was wrong for his criticism of Kyrie Irving back in 2020 for not wanting to take the jab.
Kyrie's a good brother. We used to butt heads because he missed work too damn much. And I'm like, yo, man, this brother's electrifying. I want to see this brother dancing on the basketball court. I don't want to hear no shit about no COVID vaccine. Get your ass on the court. I need to see you. Now, obviously, in hindsight, the brother right, because we see all the conspiracy theories that come out, and props to him for having the foresight to see that. We didn't see that at the time. And then, but you also have to understand, I'm living in a world where you got cats making 38, 40, 45 million. You got GMs and owners complaining about it. And you got billionaires looking me in the face and saying, yo, Stephen A., I took that damn vaccine. Who the hell are they not to take the vaccine? And we're living in a country where the government was imposing all of that on us.
Dog.
Of course.
Stephen A. has silently turned into a political animal right up underneath our noses.
Facts.
Like we figured that this whole politics thing, it was new. I think this is something that he's been wanting to do for years, because what he felt about Kyrie then is the same thing he feels about Kyrie now. He just realizes now that he's doing his conservative shtick that anti-vax is in his wheelhouse. See, when he's doing his Conservatives for Dummies readings at nights, he went, okay, no abortion, okay, Christian nationalists, okay, all right, white nationalism. I already knew that. I do that. Oh, fuck.
Corporate
Anti-vax.
Forgot corporate.
I hated on Kyrie for not taking the vaccine.
Facts.
Damn.
That back.
Let me go back. Yeah, I got to get back in line with my conservative folks. I got to win over MAGA.
Yep.
So now all of a sudden Kyrie good. Get your punk ass out of here. Get your dumb ass out of here. Now watch. Republicans start liking weed. Oh man, the weed. You know what? You know what? After I've gone back and I've looked over some of my commentary over weed, I see that it is purely recreational. I've done the research that shows that there really is no physical dependency that is built up for marijuana or THC itself that we can prove at this point. So I think I'll move on with my criticisms and back off some. Ricky Williams, you know what? I'm sorry. Josh Gordon, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody who dared to smoke weed.
But you still gonna get who was on crack. You still getting that bar. That's funny.
Man went back on his word. Conservative for Dummy readings is the bar. Here we go. Oh shit. Now this is a good one. This is a good one. Bishop Marvin Winans. Now, we had Marvin Sapp up here last year, or was it earlier this year? when he was lock the doors.
Lock the Doors, I think, was earlier this year.
Earlier this year, lock the doors. They ain't going nowhere but to the restaurant. You heard me. Lock the doors.
Oh, my God.
Did you ever think that there could be a pastor that was more bold than lock the doors?
Yes, actually.
You thought it would be more brazen than that?
Well, more? No. As brazen? Yeah.
Oh, this is decidedly more brazen.
Oh, damn.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Mother walks up during offering with her son to Bishop Winans' church. Whips out her checkbook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Starts writing the check with her son while her son is there witnessing her doing it. Wrote a check for $1,200.
Damn. Okay.
Big check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know this demon looked at her and said, if you don't have $2,000 to give to me, I don't need it.
What are we
I asked
doing?
for 2 bands. If you got 1,200, you must have 2. Write a 2, not a 1. 200. Write it down.
What are we doing? Donation shaming someone
While
at
her
church.
son is right there flanking her. This is supposed to be an example of graciousness, of giving, of offering. And you stopped his mama from writing her fucking check to tell her she's not writing it for enough. You know what? You could suck it easy right here in this church for all I care.
Whatever happened to any penny can help?
No.
Now it's, you better give me this.
Am I not the Lord's servant? Do I not bring the gospel here every Sunday? Do I not deserve a Mercedes S-Class?
That's what that sounds like.
Do I not deserve a jet so I can parishon all over the world? Does God not want me to have nice things?
The building fund is dead. Like, they want jets.
Now see, you gonna be the devil that keep me from getting my 747. You are blocking God's blessing when you are doing that. If you are not giving as fully, amen. Can somebody say amen? Amen. If you are not giving as fully as can be, God sees you. God sees you stuffing money back in your wallet. He sees you. Hallelujah. He sees you hoarding cash. The Bible says, thou who hoardeth casheth end up in hell. Donate or die.
Came back for the money. That's the devil in me. Had to hide it from the church.
That's the Jekyll in me.
I said that. I'm Malice.
Shame Josh, praise Marcus.
Shame Josh and praise the Marcus is crazy.
Oh,
Especially
man.
since I'm not Josh, I'm Malice.
Went from Pusha T to Johnny Gill to Stephen A. Smith to Greedy Preacher. The range. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you give us your thoughts on the Devs and L's. Give us your Devs and L's in the prompt below. Like, share, subscribe. We're here every Sunday at 4:30 to kick things off, to do it live, or you can catch the replays Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Facts. And yet another disclaimer. We were the Clips. I know you can't see his braids, and this is my leather cap.
This is more hate. This is
No,
more
it's
hate.
not. I want them to know what
This
we were.
is more hate.
I'm just saying they don't know.
Literally, the thumbnail of the video is a picture of the clips.
No.
We don't need your
the stream knows, but
we
don't
don't need
have a
your
different thumbnail.
several seconds of hate.
Not hate. Disclaimer. Letting you know what we are. We're the Clips. The stream knows, but W's and L's might not know. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check out the playlist full of W's and L's from previous weeks. Make sure you catch up on the things we said. And make sure you join us again Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Peace.